Hey football fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most debated topics in modern football history, MSN versus BBC. The iconic battles between these two attacking trios defined an era of football, but the question remains, which trio was truly better? On one side, we've got MSN, the electrifying trio of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar at Barcelona. On the other, BBC, the lethal combination of Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale at Real Madrid. Both dominated the football world, but in very different ways. Part 1. The stats. Let's start with the numbers. Between 2014 and 2017, MSN absolutely tore defenses apart. In their first season together, 2014-15, they scored a mind-blowing 122 goals in all competitions. That's more than most clubs manage in an entire season. Messi was the creative genius, Suarez was the lethal number 9, and Neymar was the unstoppable force on the left. Together, they won the treble in 2015, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. Now, BBC had a slower start, but once they hit their stride, they were almost unstoppable in Europe. From 2013 to 2018, Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale powered Real Madrid to 4 Champions League titles, including 3 in a row between 2016 and 2018. Ronaldo, of course, was the talisman, Benzema the intelligent playmaker, and Bale the speed demon. BBC didn't rack up quite as many goals as MSN, but their impact on the biggest stage, the Champions League, was undeniable. Part 2. Playing styles. Now let's talk about how these trios actually played. MSN was all about fluidity. Barcelona's famous tiki-taka style suited them perfectly. Messi would drop deep, Suarez would make darting runs, and Neymar had the freedom to take on defenders. At their peak, they made football look like an art form. Their chemistry was off the charts, and they always seemed to know where each other would be. BBC, on the other hand, thrived on power and directness. Real Madrid's counter-attacking style suited them perfectly. Bale's pace, Ronaldo's athleticism, and Benzema's vision made them deadly on the break. When they got going, BBC was a nightmare for defenses. In a split second, they could turn defense into attack and punish teams with devastating efficiency. Part 3. Legacy and achievements. So, who comes out on top when we talk about legacy? MSN's 2015 treble is one of the greatest seasons in club football history. Their connection, flair, and attacking dominance were unmatched at that time. But on the other side, BBC's consistency in the Champions League was legendary. Real Madrid's three-peat, 2016, 2017, 2018, was historic, and no team has ever done that in the modern era. BBC delivered on the biggest stage, time and time again. Part 4. Controversy and debate. Here's where the controversy kicks in. Many argue that MSN was the better trio because of their raw stats and the beautiful football they played. But others say BBC should be considered greater because of their Champions League dominance. Some people say MSN would have dominated longer if Neymar hadn't left for PSG in 2017. Others argue that Ronaldo's individual brilliance carried BBC in key moments, especially in those UCL finals. Part 5. The verdict. So, who's better? Well, it depends on what you value more. If you love beautiful football, intricate passing, and incredible chemistry, MSN probably takes the crown. But if you respect dominance on the biggest stage, BBC's Champions League success might give them the edge. In reality, there's no definitive answer. Both trios were special, and their impact on football will be remembered forever. But I want to hear from you. Who do you think was the better trio, MSN or BBC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic football debates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.